So this is turn 120. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record the previous turns due to technical difficulties. But what I wanted to show you is that currently I'm building 3 wonders. We are almost done with the lighthouse as planned. The mausoleum is being built and will be completed soon because we have so many shallow tiles here, right? So this city is going to be on steroids, I hope. And I'm also building Mount Saint Michel because I'd like to build an army of apostles and create some relics, as we have a bunch of temples to store the relics and jumpstart the religious tourism, because right now we are dead last in basically everything, to be honest. 31 science, 34 culture, and only 91 faith. By this time I thought we'd be producing more faith, but we only have 7 cities. I expanded with 1 extra city to the west. 2 holy sites under constructions, which should give us a pretty decent production eventually. As you can see, it's going to take a little time. Moved Magnus in here to boost the chops for this city, so hopefully it will help us quite a bit. We just hired, or actually bought with faith, a great merchant, and so which will provide us more trade routes. Currently the trade routes are running, have 2 domestic trade routes for each city, just to give it a little bit more production and food to grow, because they're building these wonders. Once the wonders are completed, I'm going to transfer both trade routes to Rocadet, to the capital, to help build Saint Michel. And we also have another trade route going to Delhi. I wish I had more trade routes. This is just not enough for Egypt. It is unfortunate that we only have 3 cities on the river. The river is huge for Egypt, especially early. Hence such a really slow start. The only thing that's going for us right now is we have decent gold, 84, but quite a bit of it is from deals, so a quarter, I guess, at least. And so the government is still autocracy because I'm trying to use up the bonuses for wonder building, although I'm not sure how much it's working out. Now, we did meet a new civ. Brazil is up here. So there is nothing else but Brazil, meaning that we don't have any land available to settle. Turn 130, we have the lighthouse built. Colossus is underway, and we have Halicarnassus built. As you can see, we got some tiles. Definitely going to purchase more. We have a boatload of envoys being earned. Certain cities we're suzerain of, but I wish I could seize the cultural city-states. Unfortunately, we got war declared by Rome, and Rome is, I believe, whether they brought Brazil with them somehow to declare war on me, I don't know, but right now we're at war with 2 civs. I do not have an army, I have archers. They already, I think they're already using crossbows, that's for sure. As you can see, Arabia took over Puteoli from Rome, but they seem to be losing loyalty. So I'm not sure they're going to be able to hold it. In the meantime, this island here that I was hoping to get to and unlock some tribal villages is protected by this Barbarian Clan. And there are lots of barbarians sitting there. We also met America, and we're able to make friends with them pretty quickly. So right now we have several alliances going. We have religious alliance with Saladin because I really don't want his religion to spread to my lands. We have cultural alliance with Gandhi, so there is no Prussia, loyalty Prussia going, which I should have probably um, changed because eventually his city is gonna come under pressure from me. So probably not the smartest decision. I have economic alliance with King, and we are still not sending any trade routes to China or other civs because I'm using them for production for my cities. Not sure if it's the smartest idea, to be honest, because that culture that's earning, I mean, it's creeping up little by little, but right now we have 39 science versus like 160 on average of the top civs, and still very low in culture. We are in the golden age though, and so golden age is going to help us. I picked the mentality so we can develop the infrastructure. As you can see, I'm using the serfdom policy, and so we got extra charges for the builders, basically building a wave, or just built a wave of builders. And I'm going to switch it up to a different policy and actually change the government probably to monarchy, as we did unlock, obviously because we're building Saint Michel. Ideally though, I'm gonna go to for the Reformed Church. It has simultaneism, and also the purchases with faith will be even cheaper. Now, I am waiting to probably pick up Isidore of Miletus, so it will help me build wonders. We already have 1100 faith. We just need a couple more, and we'll be able to beat out Scotland. That's the plan. The cities are growing little by little. I am not excited about the war prospect. Hopefully, Brazil stays where they are. I'm not sure if they're like if their cities are landlocked and whatnot. So I'm building a galley to go and see and do some recon. Ideally, eventually, I will have to colonize somewhere because it's just not enough cities. It's making it really, really tough. I mean, look at these pathetic cities right now. I mean, my core cities are struggling even with growth, so I have to take care of it. Science, as you can see, is very poor. When it comes to the governors, I haven't really unlocked too many promotions, and so still struggling. Our gold production, as you can see, is pretty decent. It's growing, although a lot of it, again, is from deals. Once we build Mount Saint Michel a couple of turns ago, and so now I have the apostles ready to suicide themselves. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Arabia has a bunch of apostles that I can I can fight and create relics. Right now, we don't even have any great works going for us, but we're going to fill up the slots really, really quickly. Renaissance era, as you can see, faith jumped quite a bit. I was able to build these holy sites and upgrade them by buying the buildings with faith. I still only have 6 trade routes, which is kind of crazy and sad at the same time because, again, as Egypt on a large map, at this point you would think you would have a little more than that. But it is what it is. I'm also building St. Basil's Cathedral to store more relics and increase my tourism output. However, my fear is that we're at 25 tourism right now. My fear is that the opposing civs are already discovered enlightenment that halves religious tourism. As you can see, my tourism at 25, culture 78, still way, way, way behind other civs. But I feel like we are on the trajectory up, and so hopefully finally we'll be able to catch up. I did build a caravel to explore a little and do some pillaging. I'm not going to peace out with Brazil. And what I'm going to do is build a privateer as soon as I can and go ahead and pillage the crap out of them. But it seems like, and we just met Lautaro. That's perfect. He is the close neighbor of the Brazilians. And I wonder if they're at war. They're not. They're actually friendly. But as you can see, we are friendly with everyone except Rome and Brazil. And I think this is going to go on for a while. Rome hates me because we're small. We don't have enough cities. As you can see, Puteoli went free city and is staying the free city. It doesn't look like Rome is trying to take it back. Its loyalty is pretty full. And I guess because it's surrounded by so many different cities, the pressure is really not strong from Rome. Now, as you can see, the barbarian units on these islands are pretty strong. And so I'm biding my time right now before I send any units to unlock villages or even try to settle it. All right, and now we have the privateer whose rating goes pillage some campus, university, library. That's a 3 pillage type of income right there. I am building the Forbidden Palace in Indwe, and therefore I'm trying to focus my trade routes in there to increase production. Forbidden Palace is one of the better wonders in the game. I mean, you get a little culture, but you get a free policy, a wild card policy, slot. Super important, I think, for any game. Improving some infrastructure in this area for the new cities. Got the triangle done. 227 for growth. Let's switch it up. Change the ownership of the tile. We keep building up our trade routes for the production. Now it's 15 turns. I have 1 turn left here for the university. Finally. That took a little while. And here is our privateer going on the coast. Boom, university. 160 science. So if I can pillage a campus 3 times, that's 500 science in 3 turns. That's amazing. I mean, astronomy, I think it costs like 600 science. So you pretty much discovered astronomy in 1 shot. Getting really close on getting Raja, great merchant, which is important to us because we want to increase the trade routes capacity. So I think this is a good time to pick him up. Well, let's go ahead and suicide the apostle for another relic, which we're like up to, I don't know, 6 relics already, which is great tourism generation. Just hate the fact that it's a little too late for that. But if we build Christo Redentor, then we should be good. It will boost the religious tourism back where it should be. I'm doubling down on faith here by building the St. Basil's Cathedral. Extra relic slots and doubling religious tourism. Naturally, no tundra tiles around, so it's useless in that sense. Now we're going to go with Grandmaster Chapel for extra faith and also buy some units. Pillaging for more faith, and it's unfortunate that the civs here do not have too much coastal infrastructure to pillage, unfortunately. We're amassing a pretty decent amount of gold, so I'm going to purchase the archaeological museum here, and then we're going to purchase archaeologists as well going forward. I decided to go further and expand and build another city. Probably not here though. I might have to send it all the way to the western unexplored island. Yeah, I do have a bunch of barbarian camps there though. Luckily, I have troops in the area. Look at my Mariano Archer taking out these galleys. What a fancy way of conducting, especially military operations, as some call it. But I think I'm gonna have to bring. Holy crap. I'm gonna have to bring a privateer or frigate or something like that to help clear those barb camps. You know what? I think I'm gonna build a settler and send him east. There is another island there with a bunch of resources. I don't know if I should be wasting faith on builders, though. Rather save it for the great people. This would make a diesel campus. I don't know if I want to build it in the volcano. Oh, +4 theater square. We are going for the cultural victory, so keep pillaging as much as you can. That's another 500 faith from that holy site. Amazing. Here we're gonna harvest with the Magnus, and I got my settler to go east. Where are we gonna send him? In the meantime, looks like we're gonna get another relic shortly. We are in the golden age for the industrial era, and this would be interesting, but I think I'm gonna go with the heartbeat of steam. I'm gonna send this settler along with the caravel and the privateer. Should I hit that line of infantry or just... Yeah, let's just get some health. And I want to make sure I get the privateer all the way to this area, because this ocean looks pretty cool. This is the island with marble, and there's also a turtle there. Now, Forbidden Palace, 5 turns left. Hopefully we're gonna get it soon. I know that Arabia is building there too, so hopefully we get it. Now, let's get that privateer. Thank God for all the gold, so we can support our eastern expansion efforts. The problem with Deity is that it's really hard to get great scientists. They just go crazy for them, but great engineers, great merchants, it's doable. So Filippo Brunelleschi can help us build wonders, and that's what I'm gonna try to shoot for. So 2500 faith, 7 turns for Scotland. I think we should be able to get it. I think it's time. I can't. I don't have gold. I need a lot of gold. That's basically it. We're looking good, looking good. Taj Mahal in 6 turns, Forbidden Palace in 2, extra culture, era score, government policies. Super excited. We're earning some envoys and making some trade routes. I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you have a trade route to every civ for cultural victory, as you can, they act as modifiers, right? So 25% of tourism, and then when you earn those great merchants like Breedlove and Milita Bands, they enhance the trade routes even more. The tourism from trade routes, rather. Then we want to promote Bengala. Eventually Liang is going to be promoted, but not right now, because we gotta go Pingala to Grant. We gotta get the great people points up, make sure we get some of those engineers and great merchants. Unfortunately, we have a lot of religious great works, but once Pingala get to curator, it's gonna double the tourism from other types of great works, which I'm sure we'll eventually get, because we have a theater square there. All right, 1 turn. Oh my god, we had 1 turn left for the Forbidden Palace. This is the most annoying thing, right? I mean, when you have one turn left and you get your wonder stolen from you, basically. Unbelievable. Oh, look, there's Niter right under it. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with Hagia Sophia. Why not? More faith. More faith for us. You know what? Let's go and accept the deal. Brazil has done some good for us, and there is nothing to pillage anyway. So I'm probably better off opening the trade routes with them at this point. Let's see what we got out of our great people available. Well, the admiral we definitely get. Egypt gets all the admirals. I'm making my way through with the unescorted settler. Actually, I have the privateer right here, making sure there's no one lurking in those dark waters except for that freaking galley there. And I have the crossbowmen waiting on the wings to escort that settler to that Easter island. Meanwhile, oh, hello. We can have those for breakfast. Privateers, awesome. Can raid the tribal villages right off the coast. Make sure you use the privateers. And we're pretty friendly. Look at that. The only guy we are at war is Rome. That guy's gonna hate me for a long time. And you know what? At some point, I might just go and try to pillage his coasts. Why not? Let's see what's around this. Ooh, there's silver and more turtles. That is awesome. That island is the place to go. So I guess here we have some friends. And obviously my units are not upgraded and I'm not ready. That's rifleman. I need to do something here, so get some walls done, at least. Hopefully Arabia comes and takes them out.
It is a beautiful and did you ever
build I get a Hagia Sophia build. Naturally, no one wants to build this wonder. It looks like we built Taj Mahal at the same time. Nice. You know what? Maybe I'll just peek to see. Wait. Oh, I can't see. It's over the hill. Ah, damn it. Well, hopefully they are not on the hill and they don't have a ranged unit there. Otherwise, it's going to be a problem. All right. Well, we can't go with the warrior and a spearman. I'd rather not upgrade my units without the government policy. That would mercenaries or something it's called. So I'm waiting. Maybe the barbarian will step into the wall range and we can get him. Although he can pillage quite a bit there. Hey, look at that genius Pule Willemapu Canal City. That's AI getting much smarter. Oh. Yes, the Arabia is coming. The Arabia... No, you bastards. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but I kind of didn't want to believe it. It's these little things that annoy you. I was really hoping to get that archer into the information age, you know. Oh well. Maybe this galley armada instead. So here we are. Well, I wonder what the loyal... That -2 spot, yeah. Maybe right next to the turtles, we can reach all the other resources. That's perfect. Yeah, now the time is to upgrade. That's a little too late. boast an archer, but get professional army policy in before you upgrade your units. Just a good way to save 50%. I mean, instead of 250, you're only paying 125. I mean, can't beat that. And you get a little boost as well. You get a Eureka. Because then you have to get your units into corps and armies anyway to boost other attacks. Okay. So, might as well... I just want to get in the range of a ranged unit. So let's go see who is occupying this. Musketman. Well, ooh, it's going to take a while. And the line infantry, that's great. That means, well, you know what? I wasn't even planning to land on that tip. I'm just not sure how many units are there in the middle of the island. That's where I want to go, ideally, for those resources. There's another island. And there is one all the way up here. Yeah, but I need to start here. Of course, a catastrophic eruption. Once we build the campus around the volcano, it starts to erupt magically. That's okay. Got some yield. What else do we get? Well, we got a great person, Magellan, and you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get him, and we're just gonna go with whales, because whales are rare, and we can sell them right away to our friends. I mean, we're like swimming in gold right now. 348, half of it is probably in deals of all the luxury resources. Got really lucky, actually. I feel like, in that sense, at least. So gold is working out relatively okay. We only have 9 trade routes still. It's turn 182. You know, I might want to bring my armada, I think it's a quadrium actually, armada, not the galley. So I'm gonna upgrade it to frigate, and is it frigate? Frigate. Anyway, so we can do a little bit of pillaging here, not much though. Let's get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's a quadrium. Nice. Perfect. So I'll have gold. I'll have gold because, listen, it takes 7 turns to build the museum, but boom, I can buy it 1 turn. And that's how we snowball. I mean, our culture is, yeah, go archaeological here. We're at 190. We're number 1 in culture. The only problem and fear and suspicion that I have is science. I mean, Canada, Scotland, Arabia, they're at 250 science. And usually what we see AI on Deity reach exoplanet, what, turn 300? Maybe 350, depends on the game, really. Yes. Nice. Get a workshop and a factory built right away. I like that. There are some other great people I want to get my hands on though, so we're gonna save up that faith. Well, we can't fight this guy, so a smart way would be just to escape for now. In the meantime, I'm hoping I can settle a city, because we do have Lahore units there, so maybe it's not gonna be that bad. Because I settle a city, buy walls right away, we'll be safe. Yeah, sure. So let's move on up. Looks pretty safe. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to wait a turn or two. It's alright. Look, we're almost done with this musketman. And we have a line infantry on our border. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Well, we don't want to lose any more units. I think we've lost enough. And where is Arabia? They're supposed to be taking care of... Oh, they did take care of the camp. So I guess I could take care of this lonely unit. By the way, why Johannesburg can actually bombard them, I assume. Alright, and I lost Niter mine. Should go repair that. And really, this is the tiny little city that Bruce was upset about. He wasn't going to expand there anyway. So we need to make sure we get to those tiles. He's not going to be able to buy them. So we should be safe. Is there anything else that I should settle? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Too far, those colonies. I wish there was a Civ 7. I hope they bring back colonies so that you can just colonize those lands and get access to the resources, you know? Otherwise, it's kind of annoying that there is no mechanic that would allow to do that. That was one of my favorite things back in previous versions. We build in the industrial zone and instantly we're going to have a factory in the workshop. I like that. Although I'm not sure if it was the best use of faith, but you know what? I had no one else better. And that's the problem. Like, the great people get queued up and then you can wait forever to get the next one. So you kind of have to claim them to move it along. I want to make sure we get the walls everywhere because they do bring tourism every level. So might as well get them. And because of Valletta suzerainty, we got lucky that we can just purchase them up real quick. It's awesome. No, all right. Got conservation. You know what that means. It means national parks. And I want to say that... Oh, crap. Next turn. In the meantime, let's make sure that we have the suzerainty of as many cultural city-states as we can. I would definitely want to keep Antananarivo because of their bonus. Vilnius would be really nice. Nice. Boom. That's right. +3 extra points. Era score. Here are my walls to destroy that damn barbarian. And right away, access to cotton and defense. Bam. That's how you colonize. That's right. 113 turns for the harbor. That's nothing. We're gonna chop it eventually. I mean, I wonder what the appeal is on this island. It actually might be worth to settle a couple of cities and build a couple of parks instead of developing them. Oh, Hamilton went down. Canada settled pretty far there. So we explored quite a bit of the map, actually, as you can see. Yeah, white turtles. Let's go get some silver. And I need more niter. God. But then I'm gonna have an armada that I can rule the seas with one. And boom, look, privateer taking care of barbarian outposts. So awesome. I mean, I just discovered it literally like 2 games ago. And I'm over 2,000 hours on Civ 6. I've played other versions, but Civ 6 crossed 2,000 hours the other week, rather. You know, out of all games, this game should have been the killer game, and I wasn't able to build the wonder. One of these bastards stole it from me. But can you imagine the yields I would have? I mean, you get 30% of every yield in the city that builds it, right? As long as you have suzerainty of 2 city-states of the same type. And then another 15% across your empire. What an amazing wonder. Let's get another archaeological. I'm building an archaeologist here. Wait a second. I should have bought one already. See, those are the things that you just forget. But that's what separates, you know, the guys who can win on deity culture in like 200 turns as opposed to 280, let's say, or science in 180 turns. That's ridiculous. Because you need so much focus. What are we going to build here? Yeah, just for the hell of it, and just in case. Encampment actually gives you a little bit more production, so at this point I don't even know what to build in certain cities. You might as well run. Yeah, we need to move Magnus. Might as well just run city projects of some type. Boom. Got a recon unit. What? Nice. Let's see what other tribal villages I can get my hands on. Oh, there we go. There's one coast, another coast. Well, I can get that one. Okay, what else? I can get here. And wow, so there are a couple of places I can still get my hands on. That's perfect. All right, I think it's time to get a natural. Oh, hey, straight up. Is there any better? I could fit more parks here, one on top and one on the bottom, but I need that sheep tile. Yeah, let's see. Oh man, that's a park, but that's not a park. Can't use water tiles. That's a. Can I reach? Yeah. Nice. Okay. Let's do that. I mean, we're not gonna lose these tiles, so. But yeah, so we got a couple spots. That's awesome. Let's roll with that. That means we're gonna save up some faith. So I don't want to spend it on walls anymore. Who should be our next? You know what? The time has come for Liang to build some fisheries in my mausoleum of Halicarnassus city. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, let's do it. Why not? And we're going to send her to Thebes eventually. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first +5. The first park. Turn 189. Pretty sad, but you know what? This is shaping out to be my fastest culture game, to be honest. 142 tourism. Not too well, pretty crappy, but hey, we're on our way. Got the village here. That's perfect. We need to hook up these olives. So I don't never want to waste money, you see. So let's plug in surveyors. Although we're making so much gold, does it really matter? 20%. 20% is not 50%. It's not like we're not gonna buy 10 tiles. So I don't know. pretty cheap, I guess, but I gotta build up those walls manually now. So I'm gonna plug in limes. That's a little late for limes, isn't it? Here we go. It's a little cheaper. Hey, every little bit counts. I'm cheap. We're planning... I mean, why are we buying tiles now if we don't have a naturalist yet? But I have a policy in place, so might as well. That's the park, right? Yeah, I think so. So by turn 206, discovered coal, and guess what? Well, got olives pillaged by the barbarians, but that's okay. Because look at that, coal. Look how much coal I have. This is ridiculous, right? I mean, this is amazing. What an amazing, foresight. But then, guess what happened? As usual, it's my thing, I build parks with strategic resources in them. We got park down. We got another park down here. So now we just have to plant woods everywhere. Make sure that we do that to raise the appeal, to raise the tourism. The tourism right now it's getting there. Super low numbers, but guess what? We are getting there. What's important after the flight is to make sure we get to... We need to build Cristo. Need to build Cristo as soon as possible, because then our religious tourism will kick in, and then we are going to be cruising towards the victory. Well, at this point, listen, we have governors promoted. I got the Bengala to curator now. I'm starting to build aquaculture here. I'm waiting for Liang to arrive at Thebes, and all of these builders are going to just build or improve these tiles with fisheries. It's going to be amazing. Never build workers if you have an opportunity to plug in the right card. In this case, it's public works, because it gives you 2 extra build actions. Always do that. Anyway, I think we did pretty well. Thank you for sticking around. The final episode's coming back. Please like and subscribe as always, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.